Easter peace marches were held in Germany. Thousands of protesters urged Germany to send more weapons to Ukraine. Meanwhile, the Vatican and Pope Francis are calling on Ukrainians not to defend themselves, but to reconcile with the enemy and evil. The pontiff didn't oppose a decision jointly borne by Ukrainian and Russian women during the Good Friday procession. In Ukraine, this gesture by the Pope was perceived as hypocritical. Natalia Lutsenko tells the details. The war in Ukraine, unleashed by Russia, became the main theme of pre-Easter events. In Germany, thousands of people took to the streets in different cities, calling for the aggressor to stop and not to leave Ukrainians defenceless, but to provide them with weapons. German officials also joined the peace marches.
Peace will come only when Putin ends his aggressive war. It is clear who has started the invasion and who is now defending, still needing support. We must support Ukraine primarily with weapons.
With a heavy heart, I think now you probably have to supply weapons. As I said, I am actually absolutely against it, and all weapons should be destroyed, except in the current situation.
Pope Francis, however, did not call for protection, but for reconciliation with evil. A false reconciliation of Ukrainians and Russians was organised in Rome. Despite the protests of Ukrainian churches, a Ukrainian woman shared the bearing of the cross with a Russian woman during the traditional Via Crucis procession on Good Friday. This symbolised the so-called reconciliation of the two nations during a war in which the aggressor does not repent. It was these women who represented Ukraine and Russia who were in the spotlight of the world's media. During his speech, the Pope asked God to allow Ukrainians and Russians to shake hands so they can taste mutual forgiveness.
Please, Lord, hold our hands like a father, because we went far away from you. Please convert our rebel hearts towards your heart so that we can follow projects of peace. Bring adversaries to shake hands so that they taste reciprocal forgiveness.
This fact deeply outraged many Ukrainians. But after the procession, Pope Francis invited the Ukrainian delegation to a meeting. Audiences with him during the Easter holidays are very rare, but details of the meeting are unknown. On the eve of the procession, the Ukrainian churches and the Embassy of Ukraine in the Vatican addressed the Holy See, explaining that such a decision would be perceived in Ukraine as hypocrisy. However, the Vatican has not changed its plans. Natalia Lutsenko, Fakty Program, ICTV, United News.